Good afternoon and welcome inside the softball stadium on the campus of Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, Arizona. Jack O'Hara here with you alongside Darby Catalfamo as we get set for some softball action as the Lopes host the South Dakota Coyotes. Lopes picked up an 8-6 victory against Utah yesterday afternoon before picking up a 3-0 victory over these same Coyotes in large part, Darby, thanks to Yessie Morrison.
Yes, Yessie Morrison got her second win on the season with 7 innings pitched, no runs allowed, 1 strikeout, and 5 hits. It was also thanks to the hot bats yesterday where Torville, Dietrich, and Doddle all had home runs in the first game against Utah.
And Ryan Denhart getting the start this afternoon. Ryan started yesterday's game against Utah, throwing 3 1/3 innings, allowing 5 hits, giving up 6 earned runs. Looks to bounce back in a big way today. We'll see if she can do it here against the Coyotes, as it looks like we are set for softball here in Phoenix.
The catcher, number 5, Kaylee Dietrich. Batting 8, the left fielder,
Center fielder Camille Fowler set to lead things off for the Coyotes.
batting 9th for your Lopes, the center fielder, number 20, Taylor Kay. And in the circle for GCU, right-hander number 23, Ryan Denhart. GCU is led by head coach Ann Pearson, assisted by Christy Musser, Amanda Gardner, and graduate coach Kobe Pettis. Now batting for South Dakota, center fielder number 10, Camille Fowler.
So it looks like Fowler's ready, Denhart's ready. And let's do it here in Phoenix. The first pitch from Denhart is in there for a called strike, and we are underway. So like I said, Ryan Denhart looking to bounce back from her start yesterday, coming into this one at 2-2. Oh, 1 pitch, ripped up the middle and in there for a base hit. So Fowler kicks things off for South Dakota with a single up the middle. Runner on first base, nobody out, and that'll bring up Courtney Wilson.
The right fielder, number 22, Courtney Wilson.
Wilson hitting .421 on the season. Coming into this at-bat with 3 extra base hits, still looking for her first RBI on the season, has Fowler on first. First pitch misses in, ball 1. Wilson, a freshman out of Nebraska. Fastball misses outside, count 2-0. Fowler leads off first. It'll be a 2-0 from Denhart. Fastball clips the outside corner, count 2-1. Said earlier, the Lopes defeating these Coyotes 3-0 here last night. Alexis Devers on the mound last night. Picks up the start again today. Devers threw 5 innings in last night's performance, giving up 9 hits on 3 runs on 9 hits. Looks to bounce back on short rest this afternoon. Denhart falls behind early. 3-1 count coming to Wilson. Alyssa Fernandez waiting on deck. Fowler leads off first. The pitch, fastball, tap to short. Smith to Torville. They'll only get 1. So Lopes get the force at second. 1 away now with a runner on first. And that'll bring up the senior, Alyssa Fernandez.
Last night, Fernandez going 2 for 3 against the Lopes.
12, Alyssa Fernandez.
Fernandez, the senior out of Mesa, Arizona. Looking to do some damage here in the first inning. First pitch on the outside corner for a strike, count 0-1.
Fernandez hitting .220 with 9 RBIs and 16 hits so far.
0-1 delivery. Fastball popped in the air. We'll see if it stays in play. It does. The catch is made, and there are 2 away. So Denhart 1 out away from getting out of this inning unscathed, as that'll bring up the cleanup hitter for the Coyotes, Dusty Durham. Senior hitting .387, 3 home runs, 18 runs batted in. So Denhart 1 out away from getting out of trouble. It's going to be a tough out here in the first. First pitch fastball, sliced foul, count quickly 0-1.
Durham going 1 for 3 last night.
0-1 pitch. Fastball, sliced foul again. So Durham quickly in the hole now, no balls and 2 strikes. And the 0-2 delivery. Fastball cut on and missed, strike 3, so Denhart gets Durham swinging to end the inning. The end of an inning and a half to play. It is the Coyotes nothing, and the Lopes coming to bat here in the bottom of the first. Get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshop.gcu.edu to find everything GCU, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use promo code GCUTV25 to get 25% off for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's paint the Valley purple. Lopes up. So an easy top of the first inning for Ryan Denhart, as Alexis Devers will take the circle with a 2.80 ERA. Like I said, through here last night, 5 innings of work, allowing 3 earned runs, getting the loss. This will be her 10th appearance on the season. 45 innings pitched, has allowed 50 hits, 21 runs, 18 of them earned, allowing 13 walks and 25 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .287 against Devers coming in this one. As the Lopes will look to strike early, as we will take a look at our Sanderson Ford keys to the game.
Where's my... We had 3 home runs last night. Bishop, Maddie Dowdle, Savannah Torhill hit all 3 home runs in the first game coming off of Utah, giving the Lopes a win against Utah, and then for Denhart to bounce back in the mound today against South Dakota Coyotes.
So we'll see if the Lopes can strike here in the first inning. Gianna Nicoletti, the freshman, set to lead things off. Gianna hitting .262 coming into this one. 11 hits and 42 at-bats. And the first pitch from Devers, in there for a called strike, count 0-1. It'll be Nicoletti, Lily Bishop, and Shea Smith for the Lopes here in the bottom of the first. On delivery, cut on and miscount quickly, 0-2. So both sides quickly have to play with the shadows here on the infield. 4:36 Mountain Time will play a factor here in the first 3 or 4 innings or so. Another beautiful day for softball. 75 degrees here as that pitch is ripped, bobbled there by the second baseman. But Nicoletti is thrown out at first. So Alyssa Fernandez bobbles but quickly recovers for the 4-3 putout, and there's quickly one away here in the bottom of the first as Lily Bishop digs in. Sophomore hitting .367 coming in this at-bat. 1 home run, 6 RBIs. That 1 home run coming last weekend. Pinch hit home run in the bottom of the 6th inning against the Yale Bulldogs. No doubter to left field. giving the Lopes a 4-3 lead at the time. Lopes went on to win that one by a final score of 6-3. Lexi Coons getting the win in that one as Bishop skies that one in the air. Shallow right field. Fernandez calls off the right fielder and puts it away for the second out. So just like that, 2 up and 2 down for Alexis Devers here in the bottom of the first. And Shea Smith will dig in.
The shortstop, number 6, Shea Smith.
So the senior shortstop coming into this at bat with an impressive .451 batting average. 9 runs batted in on the season. First pitch she takes up for a ball, 1-0. Shea contributing in a big way in that game last Sunday against Yale as she lays down a perfect bunt down the first base side. And she will not beat out the throw as it is handled beautifully there by Devers for the final out in the first inning. So just like that at the end of 1, it's South Dakota 0, your Lopes 0. As we will head to the top of the second inning, we'll take a quick break here on GCU TV.
Watched it?
Getting ready to trade it in. What are you doing?
Just a little shopping. Wait, a new truck. Don't you think I should be involved?
Of course. We'll head over to Sanderson Ford as soon as I'm done.
I don't have time today. Hope we're going with 4 doors this time.
Ooh, of course. I know exactly what I want. I mean, we want. A lightning blue Ford F-150 Super Crew with EcoBoost.
All done.
Shop from home, buy from home, we deliver. From the dealer you can trust, Sanderson Ford.
Feel the thunder in the heart of Phoenix. GCULopes.com.
Back here on GCU TV as we enter the top half of the second inning. Both offenses going scoreless in their respective frames in the first inning, as Alexis Devers and Ryan Denhart shutting down both offenses up to this point. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Coyotes. First baseman Jamie Holscher leading off. First pitch off speed, misses low, count 1-0. Holscher, Lincoln, Nebraska native.
You talk about the pitching shutting down the bats, and Yessie Morrison did just that against the Coyotes, having them fly out 9 times and 10 groundouts, considering South Dakota ruled Northern Colorado 11-1 the game prior to the Lopes.
Holscher hit .271 last year with 3 home runs, 14 RBIs as she comes into her senior year and her final year on this roster. Rips that one into center field on 1 hop for K as she leads things off with a single. So just like that, South Dakota has something going. Runner on first base, nobody out, and that'll bring up Ashton Blakeman.
The left fielder, number 18, Ashton
Blakeman hitting .347, 7 RBIs. Slugging percentage of .347. As Holscher takes her lead on first. Denhart allowed a leadoff single in the top of the first, was able to get out of it. As that first pitch is in there on the outside corner for a called strike, count 0-1. .0-1 pitch, just off the outside corner. The count levels at 1-1. Denhart looking for that called strike pitch there. As Blakeman has a little bit more room to work with. .1-1 pitch, sliced foul the other way, count 1-2. Blakeman, the Mesa, Arizona native, went to Desert Ridge High School Also coming into her final year here with the Coyotes. Looking to finish strong. Played 43 games last year in the 2018 season. Holscher will take her lead off first. 1-2 pitch coming from Denhart. Fastball on the outside corner. Misses. Count levels at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sophomore Lauren Wopkin waiting on deck as Denhart gets a sign and delivers the 2-2. Off speed, misses low and inside, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch coming here from Ryan Denhart. Does not want to put a Coyote in scoring position here early on in the top of the second. We'll see if she challenges Blakeman on the 3-2 pitch. Fastball outside corner, poked foul, and we'll do it again.
Talked about Denhart wanting to bounce back. She only pitched 3 innings last night against Utah, allowing 5 hits, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, and 6 runs. So she looks to stay on the mound longer for Lopes today against the Coyotes.
Payoff pitch. Poked foul again down the third base side. So Ashton Blakeman making Ryan Denhart work here. Holscher will lead off at first again. Again with Denhart throwing in yesterday's ball game. We'll see how long Coach Pearson has her out there for, as soft ground ball to Smith, throws across the diamond for the first out of the inning. Runner moves into scoring position as Holscher moves to second. So runner on second, 1 out now. Lauren Wopkin, the sophomore, digs in, third baseman for the Coyotes, hitting .293 thus far, 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in. Denhart looks to put away the bottom of the order for the Coyotes, looking to give her offense a chance to take the lead first. First pitch on the outside corner, misses, count 1-0. That pitch misses in. Count moves to 2-0. So Denhart putting Wopkin in a hitter's count here on 2-0. We'll see if she challenges her with a fastball here, trying to get back in the count. Coyotes looking to get on the board first. Be a 2-0 from Wopkin. In there for a called strike on the inside corner. Count 2-1. Sliced foul evens up the count at 2-2. So Denhart falling behind quickly, 2-0. Fights back to even up the count as she looks to pick up the second out of the inning. Catcher Jessica Rogers, the senior, waiting on deck. Denhart looking for a big out here on 2-2. Holscher leads off second. The pitch ripped into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Holscher is going to be held up at third, so that puts runners on the corners with 1 out. So the Coyotes are in business here in the second. Denhart did not have Wopkin fooled on that off-speed pitch. Wopkin staying back on that one, lacing it into center field. As a pitching coach comes on the mound, a brief meeting here with Denhart. Denhart, so effective early on in the season, has struggled a little bit lately, Darby.
Yeah, coming off that win against North Dakota, with 14 strikeouts. The outing yesterday was not what she wanted, but she comes in the circle, hoping to bounce back like we mentioned before.
So we'll see if Denhart can get out of it. Looking for a ground ball double play would end the inning here. Holscher will lead off third, Wopkin at first. Jessica Rogers, like I said, the catcher, will dig in, hitting .245. Thus far, 2 home runs, 12 runs batted in the 8 hole for the Coyotes. Infield will play about halfway. First pitch from Denhart, fastball. Misses inside, count 1-0. Coyote hitters have done an excellent job this inning, getting ahead in the count on Denhart. As that pitch clips the inside corner, count evens up at a ball and a strike.
Denhart in a little jam here with 1 out. Runners on first and third.
Rogers looking for her pitch to hit here. Does not get it there as that pitch misses inside. Count moves to 2-1. Holscher looking to get a good jump off of third. Ground ball could score a run here. As the 2-1 pitch misses inside and the count moves to 3-1 strike. So Denhart in trouble here. Does not want to give in to the Coyote catcher here. Lauren Amigal waiting on deck. .3-1 offering. Fastball popped in the air, right to Denhart. She calls it and makes the play for the second out. Just what the doctor ordered for Ryan Denhart. 3-1 fastball to Rogers, jammed her a bit. Gets her to pop up in the infield. So 2 outs now, runners on the corners. Lauren E. Miguel, the sophomore, hitting .326. 2 home runs, 12 runs batted in. Slugging percentage of .500. So we'll see if Denhart can get herself out of this jam. First pitch ripped into left field for a base hit. So Denhart will allow a run here in the second inning. It's an RBI single for E. Miguel, and it's 1-0 Coyotes. So E. Miguel jumping all over that first pitch fastball on the inner half of the plate. Lacing it sharply in front of Maddie Dowdle out there in left field. So runners on first and second now. As the first pitch fastball is in there for a called strike, 0-1.
Denhart looking to get out of this inning with just giving up the 2 runs, leaving runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Fowler laced a single up the middle to lead this ball game off. Looks to drive in a run here in the second as that fastball just misses outside to even up the count at 1-1. Denhart unable to get that outside pitch call from the home plate umpire as of yet. Wopkin leads off of second, 1-1 pitch. That one's called for a strike. Count moves to 1-2, so Denhart getting that call on the outside corner, and she's 1 strike away from getting out of further trouble. It'll be Wopkin leading off of second. E. Miguel with the RBI single leading off of first. It'll be a 1-2 pitch here to Fowler. Just misses outside, and the count evens up at 2-2 strikes. Two slap foul. So Fowler putting up a fight here against Denhart, looking to drive in another run. A golden opportunity for South Dakota to break out in a big way here in the second inning. 1 run on 4 hits thus far against Denhart. Left 1 runner on base in the first. Fowler looking to avoid leaving 2 here in the second. Courtney Wilson on deck looking to get in at bat. She will not, as Fowler swings through that fastball, and that'll do it here in the top of the second, but not before South Dakota gets on the board. An RBI single from Lauren E. Miguel. So we will head to the bottom half of the second inning. South Dakota on the board. It is 1-0 Coyotes. Welcome to the big leagues. The Grand Canyon Beverage Company has just launched a 16-ounce can of their popular energy drink, Stampede. Keep up with the herd and head to GCBC to get yours. Have you ever had a Stampede, Darby?
Yes, they are really good. Have you?
No, I've honestly never had an energy drink in my life.
Well, that's good. But the ones that they put the flavors in, you have to try at least one of them.
They have different flavors of Stampede.
Yeah, and you can mix different
Shows
flavors.
you how much I know.
They're pretty good.
So we will head into the bottom of the second inning here. South Dakota on the board, 1-0. Like I just said, Lauren E. Miguel picking up an RBI single in the left field. Scoring Ashton Blakeman for the first run in this ball game. That'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Lopes. Taylor Olson digging in to lead things off. Alexis Devers picking up a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the first as that first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Olson hitting .296 thus far, has 3 RBIs coming into this at-bat. Looks to give the Lopes a base runner. It'll be 1-0 from Devers. That pitch ripped into left field on the track at the wall. It's going to be off the wall. Sliding to second safely is Olson, so a leadoff double here for Taylor Olson and the Lopes, looking to even up the score here in the second. Olson jumping all over that fastball. That ball almost got out of here. Off the wall out there in left field. Handled beautifully by Ashton Blakeman, hitting the cutoff man. Olson sliding safely into second base, so runner on second, nobody out. Sierra Smith looks to drive her in. The senior hitting .352. 2 home runs, 8 runs batted in. Not looking to do too much here, just looking to move Olson over to third base. Skies that one in the air to left. Easy play for Blakeman. So 1 away here for Devers. Smith just getting underneath that fastball is Savannah Torville. Second baseman will dig in. The freshman off to a hot start this spring, hitting .319. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. Picked up her 3rd home run of the season last night.
Torville had a day against Utah, having a solo home run, going 3 for 3 with 1 RBI on the night.
Oh, 1 pitch. Torville drills that one foul. And the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if Torville chokes up on the bat here. Again, not trying to do too much, just looking to move Taylor Olson over to third base. Kaylee Dietrich, the catcher, waiting on deck. Fastball misses outside, count 1-2. Lopes looking to get that run back that was given up in the top half of the second inning. Fastball misses up and outside, count levels at 2-2. Alexis Devers looking for her 5th win of the season. Comes into this appearance at 4-3, looking to avoid her 2nd consecutive loss against the Lopes here this weekend. That 2-2 pitch is fouled straight back. Pitch fouled off. Torville with the check swing as it hits the nub of the bat for her to stay alive. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Olsen looking to get a good jump off a second. 2-2 pitch. Ripped in the air to center field. And the play is going to be made there by Fowler for the second out. So Torville just gets underneath that one as Devers bounces back after the leadoff double from Olsen with 2 lazy fly balls. So 2 outs, runners on second base. And the catcher, Kaylee Dietrich, will dig in. The sophomore just hitting 171 thus far. Just 3 extra base hits, 2 home runs. Looking to drive in Olsen from second. First pitch on the outside corner for a strike, count 0-1.
One of her home runs coming last night, a 2-run pinch hit for Kaylee Holland. Dietrich's went 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs.
0-1 pitch, ripped foul into left field. But Dietrich all over that one, unable to keep it fair. She's quickly behind now, no balls and 2 strikes. Looking to pick up a big hit here in the bottom of the second inning. Looking to pick up Ryan Denhart as the 0-2 offering from Devers, ripped foul again. So Dietrich all over that inside fastball from Alexis Devers. See if Devers goes with something away here on 0-2, has room to work with. Doesn't have to throw a strike. See if she gets Dietrich to chase here. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Count moves to 1-2. Nice stop there from Jessica Rogers, not allowing Olsen to advance. Shadows coming back into play here. That pitch misses in the dirt. Another block there from Rogers as the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Those Shadows briefly disappearing for all of about 5 minutes.
Clouds
Sun a
rolling
factor
in too.
yet again. Yes, they are. We haven't seen much of that at all this week. As a 2-2 offering, ripped into left field for a base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Olsen. Here's the play at the plate. She will stand up safely. And the Lopes even up the score at 1. It's an RBI single for Kaylee Dietrich as she picks up her 10th run batted in on the season. And it's a tie ball game here in Phoenix. So a big hit for Kaylee Dietrich as the Lopes avoid stranding Taylor Olsen with that leadoff double as she comes around to score. So runner on first now, 2 outs. Maddie Dowdle, the senior, digs in inning 250, 1 home run, 8 runs batted in. First pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1.
Dowdle also having one of the 3 home runs yesterday. A huge 3-run home run. Went 2 for 3 in the game with 3 RBIs. She put the Lopes on the board 4-0, and it being her first of the season for her.
And like you just said, Darby, first long ball of the season for Dowdle. Barely misses getting hit with that last pitch. 1-1 pitch. Just misses outside. Count 2-1. Alexis Devers looking for the off-speed pitch there on the outside corner. Does not get the call. So instead of 1-2, it's 2-1. As she looks to battle back here against Dowdle. Runner on first. Pitch ripped up the middle. Devers has it. Flips it to first for the final out of the inning. So Devers gives it right back. Lopes score a run, an RBI single from Kaylee Dietrich. We will head to the top of the 3rd inning here in Phoenix. It's the Coyotes 1, the Lopes 1. You are watching GCU softball right here on GCU TV.
We needed one more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable, and nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu.
Back here on GCU TV, Lopes even up the score in the bottom half of the second inning. Ryan Denhart back on the mound here in the top of the third, comes into the inning with 40 pitches thrown, has thrown 2 innings of solid work, 4 hits, only allowing 1 earned run, has struck out 2 thus far. She'll deal with the heart of the Coyotes order here in the top of the third. Courtney Wilson, the right fielder, leading things off. Courtney grounding into a fielder's choice in her first at-bat. As the first pitch fastball misses outside, count 1-0. So like we said, Denhart looking to bounce back from yesterday's performance, going 3 in the third, allowing 6 earned runs on 5 hits. Walked 3 in that game, only striking out 1. Looking to get ahead of these South Dakota hitters. That'll help as that pitch is in there for a called strike, evening up the count at 1-1. Ryan threw 70 pitches in that game yesterday. Has 42 so far here today. We'll see how long Coach Pearson wants to go with Ryan as that pitch misses up. Count moves to 2-1. It'll be Wilson, Fernandez, and Durham. 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Coyotes as they look to regain the lead. 2-1 pitch from Denhart. Fouled off, evening up the count at 2-2. So Wilson with the check swing there. Looking to get a jump start there on the first base line, looking for an infield hit. Instead, she'll look to protect the plate here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Denhart has given up a leadoff single in each of the last 2 innings. As the count moves to 3 balls and 2 strikes, third base umpire says Wilson did not go on that 2-2 check swing. So the Coyotes looking for their 3rd consecutive leadoff base runner in this ball game. We'll see what Denhart goes with. See if she challenges Wilson here on 3-2. She does. Slices it to Smith. Easy put out at first. 6-3 put out for Shea Smith. So quickly 1 away here in the top of the third for Denhart, as she will now deal with the senior Alyssa Fernandez.
The second baseman, Alyssa Fernandez.
Fernandez with runners on the corners and 1 out in the first inning. Popped up to Taylor Olson at first base in foul territory. First pitch in there for a called strike count. 0-1. Fernandez unable to get the run in the first inning before South Dakota got on the board in the second. Denhart looking for an easy, solid 1-2-3 inning here. After getting into some trouble in the first 2 innings. That pitch is up. Fernandez goes around, so the count quickly 0-2. Like I said earlier, Denhart already with 2 strikeouts in this one, looking for number 3 right here against Fernandez.
Denhart doing a great job getting ahead of these batters.
0-2 offering. Fastball outside. Did she go? No, she did not, said the first base umpire. So the count moves to 1-2. And like you said, Darby, Denhart getting ahead of these hitters quickly here in the third inning. Did not have the same success in the first 2 innings, resulting in 1 run on 4 hits for South Dakota. So it'll be a 1-2 offering. Looking to stay off the plate here is Denhart. She does, leaves it up, so the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes as Fernandez lays off that fastball up. Fernandez squaring the bunt. She'll pull back here on 2-2. And swings at that one. Slices it foul to stay alive. So Fernandez spoiling that pitch just to stay in the batter's box. It'll be the 6th pitch of the at-bat between Denhart and Fernandez. Mentioned in the first, Fernandez senior at a Mesa, Arizona, went to Red Mountain High School here in Phoenix. Fastball inside, count runs full at 3-2. Fernandez attending Phoenix College before heading over to South Dakota. Looking to finish her softball career in a big way. Looking for a big hit here against Ryan Denhart. Payoff pitch. Ripped in the air. Left field. Dowdle calls off Smith. 2 up, 2 down here for Denhart. As Dusty Durham, the senior, digs in.
The pitcher, number 4, Dusty Durham.
First pitch misses up, 1-0. Dusty struck out to end the top of the first inning, leaving a runner in scoring position. From Buckeye, Arizona. As the count moves to 2 balls and no strikes.
Denhart not missing those balls.
2-0 pitch.
Those pitches called balls by Much. Dietrich doing a great job trying to help Denhart and frame those pitches for her.
So Ryan did an excellent job getting ahead of the first 2 hitters. Fell behind here quickly on Durham. 2-1 pitch, sliced in the air to right field. Going back on it is Nicoletti, and with the sun in her eyes, she makes the play for the final out of the frame. So a 1-2-3 inning from Denhart as we will head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lopes looking to take the lead. It's the Coyotes won and the Lopes won here on GCU TV. So from the Center of Worship Arts comes Canyon Worship 2018, a collection of songs written, recorded, and performed by Grand Canyon University's Worship Arts students. Available now on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. So Denhart bouncing back after 2 innings.
She was honored in 2007 and 2008 with all Pac-West team honors.
First 2 innings for Denhart, showing a little signs of fatigue, getting into trouble in the first 2 innings. Quickly bounces back in the 3rd inning.
Doubles and walks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get those Lopes up.
Like you mentioned, Jack, giving up that 1 run in the 2nd, Denhart has really bounced back in the top of the 3rd, not giving up a run to the Coyotes.
So Devers out for her 3rd inning of work here. Allowed 2 hits, 1 run in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Kaylee Dietrich driving in Taylor Olson after a leadoff double from Olson. RBI single for Dietrich. Picked up her 10th run batted in of the season. Evened up the score at 1. Lopes look to take the lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Leading off for GCU.
That'll be the bottom of the order for the Lopes, 9-1 and 2. Taylor Kay digs in, hitting 300 on the season. That'll be Kay, Nicoletti, and Bishop. See what the Lopes can do here against Devers. First pitch, slapped foul on the left side. Count quickly 0-1.
Taylor Kay going 1 for 2 last night against the Coyotes.
Taylor coming in the set-bat with 4 RBIs, 12 hits on the season. Looking to give the Lopes a leadoff hit right here. She lays off that fastball low, evens up the count at 1-1. That pitch up and in, clips Kay. Did more than clip her. Drilled her on the hand there. She takes first base, seems to be okay. So just like that, the Lopes are in business. Runner on first base, nobody out. As we will head back to the top of the order. So Gianna Nicoletti will dig in.
Right fielder, Gianna Nicoletti.
Nicoletti 0 for 1, ripped a hard line drive off the glove of Alyssa Fernandez at second base. Fernandez quickly recovered to throw out Nicoletti at first for the first out back in the first. Now quickly 1-0 on Nicoletti. So the Lopes offense looking to get to Alexis Devers here. Devers getting the loss last night, only allowing 3 earned runs in 5 innings of work. Pitch misses low, count 2-0. See what Coach Pearson wants to do here with the speedy Taylor Kay over on first, looking to cause some havoc on the base paths. 2-0 pitch, misses low, and the count is 3 balls and no strikes. So Devers getting herself into trouble here in the bottom of the third. Runner on first base, nobody out, 3-0 count here on Nicoletti. 3-0 pitch in there for a called strike. Count moves to 3-1.
Like you mentioned, Taylor Kay having speed on the bases, but she has yet to have a stolen base on the season so far.
So we'll see if Devers can fight back here. 3-1 to Nicoletti. Lays down a bunt as it rolls foul, so the count moves to 3-2. Nicoletti looking to move Taylor Kay over to second base there with that sac bunt. So a big pitch here coming from Alexis Devers. 3-2 pitch, runner on first, nobody out. 1 out and a runner on first is much different than nobody out. Runners on first and second with the Lopes heart of the order due up with Lily Bishop on deck. That pitch ripped to second. Fernandez flips to short. They'll get the force play as the speedy Nicoletti reaches first base. So Kay is out at second. 1 out now, runner on first base. And that will bring up the sophomore Lily Bishop.
The designated player, Lily Bishop.
So Bishop looking to do some damage here. Popped up to second in her first at bat. Rips that one down the left field line. And it's called foul. Just foul off the bat of Bishop. If that ball stays fair, that could potentially be a run for the Lopes. Instead, Bishop will head back to the plate. Nicoletti back to first. As the count is 0-1. So Bishop jumping all over that first pitch fastball from Devers. Like I said, Lily with just 1 home run on the season coming last weekend. She lays off that off-speed pitch, count 1-1. Hitting .355. Looking to get hot at the right time as the Lopes look to advance to 3-0 in this tournament. Fastball, ripped foul. Bishop just missing that fastball as the count now moves to a ball and 2 strikes. Bishop just looking to put the ball in play here. Shea Smith waiting on deck. Grounded out softly in her first at bat back in the first against Devers. Fastball outside. Did she go? Yes, she did. So Lily Bishop will take a seat. She's now 0 for 2 in this ball game. 2 outs now, runner on first base. As Shea Smith looks to give the Lopes the lead with 1 swing here. So like I said, Shea grounding out softly on the first base side back in the first inning. Hitting .442. Hit a huge triple last Sunday against the Bulldogs off the right field wall. Would come around and score on a pass ball. That would even up the score at 3. In the 5th inning at the time before Lily Bishop put the Lopes ahead with that tape measure. Solo home run, a pinch hit home run in the bottom of the 6th. Runner goes, and Nicoletti is safe at second base. So Nicoletti taking charge here, stealing second, putting herself in scoring position here with 2 outs. As that throw from Rogers seemed to nail Nicoletti in the back. She seems to be shaken up a bit as Coach Pearson will go out there and take a look, as well as the training staff. So Coach Pearson talking things over with her right fielder. Seems to be okay as the training staff heads back. So Nicoletti shaking things off there at second base. Will look to come around and score here on a base hit from Shea Smith. Devers pitch count up to 41 here. Has struck out one. Hasn't walked anybody yet. Has done an excellent job of getting ahead of these Lopes hitters. 0-2 pitch. Cut on and missed. Strike three. Smith chasing the ladder there. And that'll do it here in the bottom of the third. So after 3 innings of play, it is South Dakota 1, Grand Canyon 1. You are watching GCU softball here in Phoenix, Arizona, right here on GCU TV.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. And as an RN, you delight in sharing it. But there's always room to grow. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves. Healthcare has made significant advancements, and GCU teaches you how to prepare for the future. By applying that knowledge, you're able to stay up to date with the latest medical technologies. And since GCU's nursing programs are online, you can access your program from anywhere, so you're always there for those most important.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Back here on GCU TV, we enter the top half of the fourth inning. 1-1 score between the Coyotes and the Lopes. Ryan Denhart back out for her fourth inning of work. We'll deal with the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the Coyotes order, starting things off with first baseman Jamie Holscher. Holscher singled in her first at-bat, would come around to score on the RBI single from A. Miguel. First pitch in there for a called strike count, 0-1.
Jen Hart threw her 4 innings of work, 4 hits, 1 run, and 2 strikeouts so far.
1-2-3 inning in the third. Bouncing back after a rough first 2 innings. See if she can do the same here in the fourth, as the 0-1 pitch is left up and outside. Count evens up at a ball on a strike. Holscher in 57 at-bats this season has 26 hits. Coming in that bat with 6 home runs on the season. Swings through that fastball, count 1-2. Healthy hack there from Holscher, looking to give South Dakota the lead with 1 swing. So it'll be a 1-2 to Holscher. Denhart has 3 Ks. That pitch is skied in the air to left. Should be an easy play for Maddie Dowdle out there in left field. It is. So 1 up, 1 down. 5 straight retired for Denhart. As Ashton Blakeman digs in. Ashton 0 for 1 thus far, hitting .340 on the season. Grounded out sharply to Shea Smith at shortstop in her last at-bat. Moved Holscher into scoring position at the time. As the first pitch, sliced foul, count 0-1. That pitch left up, count evens up at a ball and a strike. So even with Denhart's work yesterday, nobody seems to be warming up in the Lopes bullpen. So Coach Pearson going with her right-hander in this one. 1-1 pitch. Taps slowly right back to Denhart. She flips to Olson at first base for the easy putout. So 2 up, 2 down. 6 straight now retired for Denhart. 1 out away from her second consecutive 1-2-3 inning. As Wopkin digs in. Wopkin average up to .310 with a base hit in her last at-bat. Put runners on the corners at the time. As she lays off that first pitch fastball for a ball.
Denhart working well with 65 pitches pitched and 15 batters faced so far, only giving up 1 run.
So it'll be a 1-0 from Denhart. In there for a called strike, clipping the outside corner to even up at a ball and a strike. So looking ahead to the bottom of the 4th inning, provided if Denhart can get out of this inning unscathed, it'll be Taylor Olson, Sierra Smith, and Savannah Torville. Pitch fouled straight back. The count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. So Denhart will see if she can pick up her 3rd strike out of the ball game here. Either pitcher yet to allow a walk through the first 3 innings. As we seem to have a pitcher's duel on our hands here on this Saturday afternoon here in Phoenix. 1-2 pitch, left up. Denhart unable to get Wopkin to chase that 1-2 fastball.
Like you mentioned, a pitcher's battle. Denhart looking like a complete different pitcher compared to last night.
2-2 pitch, slice in the air, right side. Looks like it's going to get out of play. So Lauren Wopkin battling up there against Denhart. Ryan now up to 64 total pitches. Two-two pitch. Ripped in the air, deep center, going back is Kay. She's at the track, she's at the wall. She'll make the play right in front of the warning track for the final out of the inning. So another 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Denhart. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th. Still a 1-1 game here in Phoenix. If you are visiting campus this spring, why not stay at the GCU Hotel, featuring comfortable rooms, a resort-style pool, and the Canyon 49 Grill. It's the perfect place to stay when coming to Grand Canyon University. Book a room today at gcuhotel.com. I can never say enough about the Canyon 49 Grill.
Canyon 49 Grill is great. They have great tots there, to be honest.
I enjoy the pork chops. I always enjoy the steak. Big steak guy.
I feel like you can get
sweet potato. It's endless.
You can get anything there, and it's pretty good.
So Alexis Devers, the right-hander, back out on for her 4th inning of work, looking to match Ryan Denhart. 4 innings, 1 earned run thus far. Alexis Devers only allowing 2 hits with 1 earned run through 3 innings. A struck out 2. Allowed 1 extra base hit. That was to Taylor Olson. Back in the bottom of the 2nd. She digs in to start the bottom of the 4th. So with that double, Olson's batting average up to .321. Came around to score on Kaylee Dietrich's RBI single into left field. See if they can duplicate that here in the 4th as the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike count 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Olson lays off on the outside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-2. So 2 perfectly placed pitches for Devers as she quickly gets ahead of Olson. Olson will look to wait back, try and poke something the other way here on 0-2. Lays off the high fastball. Does not go around, says the first base umpire, so the count moves to 1-2. Devers gets the sign from Rogers. Pitch. Spoiled foul. Count remains 1-2. Olsen, the Riverside, California native. Looking to get things going here for the Lopes in the first. Was a 4-time first-team all-league selection out of Woodcrest Christian High School. Lays off that off-speed pitch as the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Olsen also a 3-time first-team all-league selection for basketball in high school. So 2-sport athlete as she's going to reach first base. I believe they'll mark that as an E6 from A. Miguel. Or excuse me, it's going to be a hit.
The third baseman, Sierra Smith.
It's going to be a hit there for Taylor Olsen. So she's 2 for 2 as she reaches with a single. So Sierra Smith will dig in, looking to move the runner into scoring position. Looking to lay down the slap bunt, misses, count 0-1. Sierra flying out to center in her first at bat. Average at 345. Fastball misses up, evens up the count. Olsen gets her lead off first. 1-1 pitch here coming to Smith. Lopes looking to break out here. Pitch in the dirt. Blocked again there by Rogers. Rogers doing a great job so far here through the first 4 innings in this one. Not one pass ball from either side thus far. So both Jessica Rogers and Kaylee Dietrich doing a great job behind the plate as that ball is chopped back to the pitcher. And Devers is going to get the force at second. So Olsen will head back to the dugout. So 1 out, runner on first.
Second baseman, Savannah Torville.
So Torville will dig in here. Smith will lead off of first. First pitch, check swing. She does not go around, so the count is 1-0. Savannah flew out to left in her first at bat. .1-0 pitch, drops in their first strike, count evens up at 1-1. Again, the Lopes looking for their 3rd consecutive victory here this weekend. Iowa State coming in immediately after this one as that pitch is cut on and missed. Throw down to second is not in time. So Sierra Smith swipes second base, putting a runner in scoring position for the Lopes here with less than 2 outs. So it'll be a 2-1 offering here to Torville with a runner on second and 1 out. Be a 1-2 pitch. Misses up. Count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Smith looking to get a good jump off of second. 2-2 pitch. Chop to third. Throw across the diamond for the 5-3 putout. So just like that, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Dusty Durham on the circle looking to get out of the jam. As Kaylee Dietrich will dig in. Dietrich in a familiar spot here. 2 outs, runner on second base. Drove in a run from second back in the bottom of the 2nd with an RBI single. Put this game at where it's right now. She ripped that one into center field, but right at Camille Fowler for the final out of the inning.
After 4 innings, the
So Dietrich hits that one right on the screws, has nothing to show for it. At the end of 4 innings of play, we are all knotted up at 1 here in Phoenix. You are watching GCU softball here on GCU TV.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Do you want to be on Ask GCU? Twitter raffle.
Twitter raffle?
Tweet us your questions, and the person with the best question is going to get featured on the next episode with the crew.
My dudes.
What are you doing?
People don't like us very much, it seems.
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Back here on GCU TV, let's head to the 5th here in Phoenix. Ryan Denhart back out for a 5th inning of work through 4 innings. Has only allowed 1 earned run, has retired 7 in a row. She deals with the bottom third of the order for South Dakota, 8-9-1. As Jessica Rogers, the catcher, will dig in to lead things off. Popped up to Denhart in her last at-bat. Rips that one foul. So count quickly 0-1 on Rogers. It'll be Rogers, Amy Gill, and Fowler as South Dakota looks to regain the lead here.
Denhart still continuing to work ahead of these Coyote batters.
Alexis Devers only going 3 innings, allowing 2 hits with 1 run allowed, as that ball is going to be caught out there in center field by Taylor Kay. Got a running start, so quickly 1 away, 8 retired in a row now for Ryan Denhart. As Lauren A. Miguel will dig in. RBI single, only run on the board for the Coyotes back in the top of the 2nd inning. Are only at bat thus far against Denhart. Looking to give South Dakota their first base runner since the top of the 2nd inning. First pitch misses up, count 1-0. Dusty Durham taking over in the bottom of the 4th inning. An inning of scoreless softball, only allowing 1 hit. That pitch misses outside, count 2-0. With that single in the 2nd, Amy Gill average up to .340 on the season now. Comes into the at-bat with 12 runs batted in. Pitch misses up, so Denhart falling behind Amy Gill here. Count 3 balls and 1 strike with Fowler waiting on deck.
After Miguel's RBI in the 2nd, Coyotes have not found a way to get more runs on the board.
3-1 offering. Fastball clips the outside corner, and the count runs full at 3-2. So Denhart, who's done a very nice job the last 2 1/3 innings, getting ahead of these Coyote hitters. Fell behind 3-1 here on Amy Gill. Fights back with a fastball there. See what she offers here on the payoff pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Spoiled there by Amy Gill. The count remains 3-2. These South Dakota hitters doing a great job spoiling pitches against Denhart. They've done it all afternoon. Ryan's pitch count now up to 72 pitches. Do it again, the payoff pitch. Sliced foul again. So the count remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming between A. Miguel and Denhart. Gets a sign from Dietrich, the payoff. Off-speed pitch, going to be blooped out into right center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Kay coming to get it, throws it in. So second hit for Lauren A. Miguel. She's 2 for 2. As South Dakota has their first base runner since the top of the second inning. 8 straight retired for Denhart as that streak comes to an end. And we will head back to the top of the order for South Dakota as Fowler will dig in. So A. Miguel having Denhart's number in this one with her second single.
Fowler is 1 for 2 tonight against Denhart.
Pitch misses outside, count 1-0. Fowler, single in the first inning, led off the game. Sharp ground ball up the middle, will be left stranded on second base. Struck out swinging to end things in the top half of the second inning, leaving runners on the corners for South Dakota. So 1-0 pitch, taken up, count 2-0. And Miguel bluffing over there at first base, thought about taking off. Fowler talking things over with the third base coach here. We'll see what she wants to do here with a 1 out. May try and lay down a bunt, move the runner into scoring position. Also looking to get her pitch here on 2-0. Denhart falling behind these hitters here in the 5th. It's what haunted her back in the second inning when she gave up that RBI single to A. Miguel.
We mentioned before Holland and Dietrich having an arm behind the plate, so it'll be interesting if the Coyotes try to steal base.
So Denhart not wanting to give in to Fowler here on 2-0. We'll see if she goes off speed. Ground ball gets her out of the inning. As the 2-0 offering. Fastball ripped into the left center field gap. It'll be caught out there by Dowdle as she runs it down. Heading back to first is A. Miguel, and there are 2 away. So nice play out there by Maddie Dowdle. So now 2 outs, runner on first. And that will bring up the left-handed bat Wilson. So Courtney Wilson digging in for her third plate appearance. 0 for 2 thus far. Grounded softly to short back in the third. Grounded into a fielder's choice at second back in the first. So A. Miguel will take her lead off first. First pitch from Denhart. Flips to the outside corner. Count 0-1. So Denhart looking for 5 innings of 1-run softball here in this outing as A. Miguel takes off. Got a great jump as she swiped second base. And just like that, the Coyotes have a runner in scoring position. So a base hit here could give South Dakota the lead again, as there's now a runner on second base with 2 outs. 1-1 offering coming to Wilson here. Fastball misses outside, 2-1. So to reiterate, Ryan not getting ahead of these hitters here in the 5th inning. Did a great job in the 3rd and in the 4th with back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. Looking to work with what she's got here as that pitch is spoiled foul to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So A. Miguel will lead off of second. Looking to get a good jump off. Wilson looking for her first hit of the ball game. Would come in a big way here. 2-2 pitch from Denhart. Slapped over the third base bag and will trickle in the left field for a base hit. Coming around to score is A. Miguel. She slides in ahead of the tag. Moving to second with an RBI double is Wilson, and South Dakota has retaken the lead. It is 2-1 here in the fifth. So Wilson just slapping that one on the left side, just over the head of Sierra Smith on third base. Just barely stayed fair down the left field line, scoring A. Miguel. Remember, A. Miguel does not score on that ball if she does not steal second base. So A. Miguel with the heads-up base running, as Wilson gives South Dakota the lead. First pitch to Fernandez, misses outside count 1-0.
But that stolen base that E. Miguel had, it looked like there was a little miscommunication between Denhart and Dietrich, because Denhart looked to not be completely out of the way of that throw.
So it'll be 1-0 offering here to Fernandez. 0 for 2 so far in this one. Fastball in there for a strike. Snap throw to second, not in time. Wilson ahead of the throw there, as Dietrich looks to catch her sleeping over there at second base. Fernandez popping up to first in the first. Soft fly ball to left field back in the third as she lifts that one on the right side. Going to be a tough play. Play will be made out there by Savannah Torville. She calls off Nicoletti in shallow right field for the final out of the inning, but not before South Dakota takes the lead on Wilson's RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Lopes look to tie up the ballgame. It's 2-1 South Dakota. Catch the latest series from GCU TV, Living as Lopes, Finding Your Purpose. Living as Lopes follows a group of GCU students as they navigate their way through college life and all that it holds, with a fun few twists along the way. Watch new episodes every week on youtube.com/GCU. So South Dakota taking the lead in a big way with Wilson's RBI double. We'll look to keep things that way as we enter the later stages in this one. Dusty Durham on for her second inning in relief. Scoreless frame in the bottom of the fourth. Looking to duplicate that here in the bottom of the fifth inning. She'll deal with the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the Lopes order, with Maddie Dowdle digging in to lead things off. 0 for 1 in this one. Average down to 243.
Leading off for your Lopes, the left fielder, number 4.
Grounded out softly to first, back in the bottom of the second. It'll be Dowdle, Kay, and Nicoletti. Lopes looking to even up the score. South Dakota took a 1-0 lead in the top of the second. Lopes quickly answered with a run to even up the score. First pitch fastball misses in, count 1-0. Durham's season line has 5 wins, 3 losses, 1 save on the season for Dusty, as that pitch is ripped into left center field for a base hit. So Maddie Dowdle picking up her first hit of the ball game. Lopes again looking to get hot right here offensively. Runner on first, nobody out, and Taylor Kay will dig in. Taylor Kay just looking to move Dowdle into scoring position here, not trying to do too much. First pitch fastball, Kay lays down the bump of foul, count quickly 0-1.
Kay batting .300 on the season, with a slugging percentage of .350.
It'll be an 0-1 offering. Kay squares again, pops that one up foul, so the count quickly 0-2 as Taylor Kay is unable to get the bunt down. We'll see if she swings here on 0-2. Like I was saying before, Durham 5-3, 1 save on the season, and 43 2/3 innings pitched, has allowed 49 hits, has given up 21 earned runs, 26 total, with 19 strikeouts. Kay slapping that one down the third base side, not a play. Kay just looking to make contact with the ball here with Nicoletti waiting on deck. Nicoletti 0 for 2 in this one, average down to 250. The 0-2 offering, cut on and missed. Kay will take a seat, and there's one out here in the bottom of the 5th. So Durham picking up her 20th strikeout of the spring. One away, runner on first. And it looks like Jordan Keaton is going to pinch hit here for the Lopes. Coach Pearson making the change here late in this one.
Pinch hitting for GCU, number 22, Jordan Keaton.
It'll be interesting to see if Nicoletti returns in this one defensively later on. Right now it's the junior Jordan Keaton hitting 167, looking for a big pinch hit here. With Dowdle on first, check swing, foul ball. The count quickly 0-1.
Last night, Coach Pearson putting in Dietrich to pinch hit resulted in a 2-run home run. Let's see if Keaton can do the same exact thing.
0-1 offering, left up. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. Keaton with only one hit on the season. Came last weekend against the Yale Bulldogs, getting the start at first base in that game. That pitch is lifted, right side. It's going to get out of play, so the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes on Keaton. Looking to choke up on the bat here. Dowdle on first base. One-two pitch from Durham on the outside corner for a called strike 3. So Jordan Keaton will take a seat, and there are 2 away. So Dusty Durham picking up her 2nd consecutive strikeout. 2 outs, runner on first base. And that'll bring up Lily Bishop.
Durham earning her 4th strikeout of the night.
Pitch fouled off. So Dowdle will head back to first. Durham not wanting to give in here to Lily Bishop. One swing of the bat could give the Lopes the lead. Went with the off-speed pitch on the first pitch. We'll see what she gives Bishop here. Goes with the fastball, laced in the right field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. Moving from first to third is Dowdle. Going for 2 is Bishop. She's going to slide in safely. Head first slide there from Lily Bishop. It's a double, and the Lopes are in business. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. So Lily Bishop all over that 0-1 fastball on the inner half. Takes it the other way. She waits back on it. Dunked right in front of the right fielder, Courtney Wilson. Lily Bishop with the aggressive base running, able to get that double as she will be pinch ran here. Taylor T-Tone over there at second base. Much more speed on second base as the Lopes can now take the lead with a single.
Number 7, Taylor T-Tone.
Golden opportunity here for the Lopes now with T-Tone on second, Dowdle on third, Shea Smith at the plate.
Bishop doing a great job hitting a single into right field and advancing to second on that air, putting herself into better scoring position for the Lopes with runners on third and second, and Shea Smith coming up with 2 outs.
So a dream scenario here for Coach Pearson. Shea Smith at the plate with 2 runners in scoring position, down by 1, hitting .434 on the season. First pitch on the outside corner for a call strike, count 0-1. 0 for 2 in this one. Grounded softly to first, back in the first. Struck out swinging in the third. Be her first at bat against Durham this season. Fastball misses outside. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. First base is open, so Durham not going right after Smith here with Taylor Olson waiting on deck. 2 for 2 in this one is Olson. Jessica Rogers setting up outside here on 1-1. Pitch misses, count moves to 2-1. A big pitch here coming from Durham. Does not want to fall behind 3-1 on the Lopes' best hitter. 2-1 pitch. Misses up and the count's 3-1. Again, first base is open. Durham does not have to give in here. We'll see if she challenges Shea Smith. Rogers setting up outside. Pitch is outside for ball 4. So Shea Smith takes first base. All ducks on the pond now for Taylor Olson. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-run gain. Huge opportunity here for Olson to pick up her 3rd hit and give the Lopes the lead.
Taylor Olson.
Olson rocking that double off the left field wall back in the 2nd. Came around to score the only run for the Lopes on the RBI single from Dietrich. Singled in her last at bat. Takes a ball outside, count 1-0. Olson would be left on 3rd base back in the 4th inning after singling into right field. It'll be a 1-0 offering. Misses up, count 2-0. So golden opportunity here for Olson as she is in a hitter's count now. 2 balls and no strikes. Dowdle on 3rd, T-Tone on 2nd, Smith on 1st. Biggest at-bat of this ball game so far. 2-0 pitch. Hit in the air, right field. Right there is Wilson, and she will put it away for the final out of the inning. So Dusty Durham gets into and out of trouble. Let's go to the top of the 6th inning. South Dakota has a 2-1 lead. You're watching GCU softball right here on GCU TV.
We have been the experts in clean since 1945. We help businesses keep their facilities cleaner, healthier, greener, and safer. We are passionate about what we do and are committed to making your workplace environment the cleanest and healthiest it can be.
There's an exciting destination for food, fun, and golf in the heart of Phoenix. Come to the GCU Hotel and Canyon 49 Grill, where our hospitality management students gain real-world experience and deliver unmatched service. Enjoy beautiful amenities like a resort-style pool, full-service fitness center, championship golf course, and coffee shop GCBC. Canyon 49 Grill serves American fare all day and happy hour with a great vibe and Lopes pride. Room rates start at $89 per night. Visit GCUHotel.com today.
Back here on GCU TV, we'll go to the top of the 6th inning. Ryan Denhart's night is complete. 5 innings of work, allowing 2 runs, as Lexi Coons, the right-hander, will take over.
Coons earning her 2nd win yesterday with 3.2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And her ERA on the season, 1.45, a record of 4 wins and 2 losses.
Can't say enough about Lexi Coons so far this spring. Has by far been the Lopes' most effective pitcher, as she's quickly ahead in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Dusty Durham swinging through that one. 0 for 2 in this one. Struck out in the 1st, flew out to right back in the 3rd. Dusty getting into and out of trouble in the bottom of the 5th inning as the Lopes left the bases stranded. Bases loaded, 2 outs. As Durham got the lazy fly ball to right field to end things in the bottom of the 5th. That'll be a 1-1 offering from Coons. That pitch spoiled foul, count 1-2. It'll be Durham, Holscher, and Blakeman. South Dakota looking to add to their lead. Again, the Lopes have Iowa State coming in right after this one. Scheduled 6:30 start time. As that pitch misses outside, count moves to 2-2. Durham pops that one up. We'll get in the stand, so the count remains 2-2. Coons' last performance, like Darby said, 3 2/3 innings against Utah. Before that, last weekend, Sunday afternoon against the Yale Bulldogs, throwing 6 1/3 innings of work, relieving Ryan Denhart after only 2/3 of an inning. Dominant softball, allowing 7 hits, no earned runs, only walked 1, 3 strikeouts, en route to a victory. Fastball misses outside, and the count runs full at 3-2. So the Coyotes looking to get a base runner on to start things off here in the top of the 6th. Again, looking to add some insurance. Coons gets the sign from Dietrich. Payoff pitch. Fastball. Misses low and inside. And a leadoff walk for the Coyotes. Runner on first base. Nobody out, and that'll bring up Holscher.
Durham fell behind Lexi and was able to work the count full and earn herself a walk, bringing up Holscher.
Holscher 1 for 2 in this one. Make that 2 for 3 as that ball is chopped over the head of Sierra Smith at third base. So just like that, the Coyotes are in business. Runners on first and second, and nobody out. So Kaylee Dietrich wants to talk things over with her right-hander here. Ashton Blakeman, the left-hander, surely going to be trying to lay down a bunt here to put runners on second and third with nobody out here. So with Durham on second and Holscher on first. Blakeman 0 for 2 in this one, average down to .333. Smith will play in at third. Olsen in at first, not holding the runner. Bunted foul, so the count quickly 0-1. And both sides unable to lay down a successful bunt yet in this one. Opportune time here for Blackman to lay one down. A 0-1 pitch. Bunted foul on the third base side yet again, and the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. So Blakeman will swing away here on 0-2. Again, just looking to make contact, moving the runners over into scoring position. As the Coyotes have a good opportunity here to add some insurance. 0-2 pitch. Check swing, fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Durham leads off second, 0-2 from Coons. Fastball left up. Count 1-2. Again, the Coyotes doing a good job here against Coons, spoiling pitches, working the count. Coons coming right after the South Dakota hitters, throwing nothing but strikes as that ball is chopped up the middle. Torville grabs it, steps on second for the first out of the inning. So now runners on the corners with 1 out. Very athletic play there from Savannah Torville. Able to grab that one, step on second. So a ground ball here gets the Lopes out of the inning. Will be no easy task here against Lauren Wolbkin with runners on first and third and 1 out. As we will see another mound visit here from Dietrich.
Like you mentioned, that was a great play, heads-up play for Savannah to grab that ball and step on second quickly to get 1 out for Lopes.
Pinch runner at third base for South Dakota, number 3, Alexis Egan.
So Alexis Egan, the junior, will pinch run at third base. Coyotes looking for every advantage possible here. Looking to add some more speed on the base paths. As the first pitch from Coons is left up, ball 1-1-0. Lauren Wopkin 1 for 2 in this one. Singled to center back in the second, flew out to center in the fourth. Again, Lopes looking for a ground ball here. Trying to keep this a one-run ball game as the 1-0 pitch left outside. Count evens up at a ball and a strike.
Coyotes really making Lexi pitch with 14 pitches pitched and only 3 batters faced so far.
Two-0 pitch. Misses. Stealing second is Blakeman. So that eliminates the double play opportunity for the Lopes as the Coyotes now have runners on second and third with 1 out. So now with first base open, 3-0 pitch coming from Coons to Wopkin. Will not be surprised here if Coons walks Wopkin here with Jessica Rogers waiting on deck. It'll be a 3-0 offering. Pitch misses inside, so a 4-pitch walk to Wopkin, and the bases are loaded. So Lexi Coons trying to get herself into and out of trouble here in the top of the 6th, kind of like how Dusty Durham did in the bottom half of the 5th inning here. So Jessica Rogers will dig in, the catcher for the Coyotes. Oh for 2 in this one. Fouls that one straight back, count quickly 0-1. Inside fastball there from Coons, jamming Rogers. So it's Egan on third, Blakeman on second, Wopkin on first. Coons looking for Rogers to ground one softly on the infield here. See what she offers on the 0-1 pitch. Off speed, left up, count evens up at a ball and a strike. Coons with 17 pitches thus far here in the 6th. He's already allowed 2 walks, just 1 hit. One pitch. Off speed, ripped down the third base line, but foul out of play. So the count now moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Coons looking to put Rogers away. Amy Gell waiting on deck. She's 2 for 2 in this one.
Not the inning Coons was probably looking for. She got herself into a jam. Bases loaded, 1 out.
1-2 offering from Coons. Runners lead off. The pitch. Fastball, left up, evens up the count at 2-2. Rogers not biting on that 1-2 fastball up and in. Being very smart at the plate, looking for her first hit of the ball game. Flew out deep to center field in her last at bat. That happened in the top of the 5th inning. 2-2 pitch, popped in the air on the infield. Shea Smith has it for the 2nd out. Just what Lexi Coons needed there, as the bases are loaded now with 2 outs, with the 9-hitter coming up for South Dakota. So a big at-bat here as Lexi Coons sets to do battle with Amy Gell. 2 for 2 in this one. RBI, single back in the top of the 2nd. Singled to shallow right back in the 5th. Average up to .354 for Lauren Amy Gell. Fastball misses up, count 1-0. South Dakota with an opportunity to put this game away here, with 3 runners on in the top of the 6th. One 1-0 pitch, misses low and outside, count 2-0. So Coons putting herself in a tough situation here. Nowhere to put A. Miguel.
Like you mentioned, E. Miguel is not going to be an easy out here. She's already 2 for 2 with 1 RBI.
Coons has to come right after A. Miguel here on 2-0. Pitch clips the outside corner for a called strike, count 2-1. So Egan with great speed over there on third. Blakeman with speed on second. Wopkin looks to get a good jump over there at first base. Ball in the gap could potentially make this a 4-run ball game. 2-1 offering. Cut on and missed. Snap throw to third, not in time. Dietrich trying to catch Egan. Sleeping over there at third base to no avail. So Coons comes right after A. Miguel. Healthy hack from Lauren A. Miguel. Misses that pitch. The count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lopes looking to get out of it. 2-2 offering. Misses up and outside, and the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This will be a huge strikeout for Coons if she can get it with bases loaded.
So everybody looking to get a good jump. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 3-2 pitch coming here from Lexi Coons to Lauren A. Miguel. We're on the top of the 6th. Payoff pitch. Ripped up the middle. That's a base hit. That'll score at least 1. Coming around is Blakeman. She will score, sliding in safely. It's a huge 2-run single for Lauren A. Miguel. She now has 3 ribbies in this one, and South Dakota now has a 4-1 lead. So 2 huge insurance runs here in the top of the 6th inning for the Coyotes against Lexi Coons. A. Miguel had got all of that 3-2 fastball over the heart of the plate, ripping it right past Coons into center field, scoring both Egan and Blakeman. So now Wopkin will lead off of second with A. Miguel on first. Back to the top of the order for the Coyotes. Fowler digging in 1 for 3 in this one, average at .361. Coons looking to limit the damage. It's a 3-run lead now for South Dakota. Fastball in the dirt. Nice stop there from Dietrich as the count moves to 1-0. South Dakota with 8 hits now. They've only left 4 runners on base. Lopes leaving 6 runners on base through the first 5 innings in this one. 1-0 pitch from Coons. In there for a called strike to even up the count.
Coons have to settle down after giving those 2 runs, get this last out, and come into the Lopes dugout and get those bats started.
1-1 pitch. Ripped and caught there by Shea Smith as she stabs that one for the final out of the inning, but not before the Coyotes tag on 2 more insurance runs. 2-run single from Lauren A. Miguel. She has 3 RBIs. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 4-1 Coyotes. It's time for the upcoming schedule, brought to you by BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. So softball will be back in action tomorrow against Northern Colorado at 12:30. And don't forget men's basketball action here tonight at the GCU Arena. So more things happening here this spring here on the campus of Grand Canyon University. Lopes looking to battle back here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Dusty Durham back out for her 3rd inning of work.
Durham pitching 5 innings, allowing 5 hits, 1 run, and 1 error. She has 4 strikeouts on the night, 80 pitches with 22 batters faced.
She'll deal with the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the Lopes order. Again, the Lopes Their bats looking to heat up here in the bottom of the 6th. They're running out of time. 6 outs away here. As that pitch misses low and outside, count 2-0 on Sierra Smith. 0 for 2 in this one. Flew out to left in the 2nd. Grounded into a fielder's choice at 2nd back in the 4th. Average at .339. That'll be Smith, Torville, and Dietrich. So that pitch chopped to 2nd. Easy play made there by Fernandez for the 4-3 putout. So 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th for Durham. And that'll bring up Savannah Torville. Torville 0 for 2 in this one, averaged down to .306. Flew out sharply to center field back in the bottom of the 2nd. Grounded out to 3rd in her last at bat in the 4th. Takes a strike, count 0-1.
Torville having a quiet night, 0 for 2 tonight.
.01 pitch. Takes that pitch low to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Durham's pitch count at 83. Like Darby said, 5 1/3 innings thus far, allowing 1 earned run on 5 hits. Looking to finish off the Lopes in this one as she falls behind Torville here, 2-1. Lopes looking to avoid their first loss this weekend. Coming into this one at 2-0, 2 wins yesterday. Pitch in there for a called strike, evens up the count at 2-2, a 3-0 win against the South Dakota Coyotes here last night. 8-6 victory over Utah. Trail this one by a score of 4-1 with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. 2-2 pitch, up and in. Torville lays off as the count moves full at 3-2. Torville looking to jump on a fastball here. She gets it, but it's low and inside. She'll take first base on the walk. Second walk handed out by Dusty Durham in this one. Lopes looking to get at least 1 more runner on base so they can get the tying run to the plate. Coach Pearson comes out, looks to talk things over with the home plate umpire. Looks like we're going to see a pinch runner there at first base. Caitlin Acton, the sophomore, taking over for Torville, putting a little bit more speed on the base paths.
Now batting for GCU, the catcher, number 5, Haley Dietrich.
Dietrich digs in RBI single in the 2nd. Only run on the board thus far for the Lopes. Flew out sharply to center to end things in the bottom of the 4th. Takes that fastball up, count 1-0. Dietrich can get on here. Maddie Dowdle will be the tying run. Acton leads off first, 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses up, count 2-0. Lopes looking to be patient here against Durham. Not wanting to give away at bats this late in the game, down by 3. Outfield playing fairly deep here for Dietrich. As the 2-0 pitch ripped in the air to left field, but foul as that ball is quickly hooked. Dietrich can just keep that ball fair. It's a 1-run game here in Phoenix.
Like you mentioned, the Lopes hitters just need to stay simple, get base hits when you're down 3.
Pitch ripped through the hole at short and into left field for a base hit. Acton will move to 2nd. It's a single for Dietrich, her 2nd hit of the ball game. And the Lopes are in business as they will bring the tying run to the plate. So Dietrich grounding that one sharply in the hole at short. A. Miguel playing out of position on that one, heading more towards the bag up the middle. Unable to get back for that one. So the Lopes now have runners on 1st and 2nd. 1 out, Maddie Dowdle at the plate. Singled in her last at bat, grounded out softly to first back in the second inning. So 1 for 2 in this one. Only has 1 home run on the season, looking for her second right here, as it would even up the score here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting for GCU, the left fielder, number 4, Maddie Dakota.
Pitch is in there on the inside corner for a called strike, count 0-1. So Durham got herself into trouble in the bottom of the 5th, loading the bases with 2 outs. Was able to get Taylor Olson to pop up to right field. Finds herself in a bit of a jam here. 1 out, runners on first and second. Lopes looking to avoid leaving more base runners on. They've left 6 so far here in this one. Be a 1-1 offering to Dowdle. Scoring to bunt, pulls back. Pops that one up. We'll see if it stays in play. It will, as Rogers makes the play in foul territory for the second out of the inning. A huge out there for Dusty Durham. So the runners on first and second there are now 2 away here in the 6th. This Taylor Kay will dig in as the tying run. We'll see if Coach Pearson makes another switch here.
Coach Pearson made a switch. Christine Bellavita pinch running for Dietrich, adding more speed to the bases for Kaylee Holland to come up with 2 outs. Lopes down by 3.
So will be the sophomore Kaylee Holland digging in, pinch hitting here for Taylor Kay. A little bit more pop in Holland's bat. She also has the potential to tie up this ball game with 1 swing. So Acton will lead off of second. Bellavia will lead off of first. It'll be Durham versus Holland. First pitch in there for a called strike, count 0-1. So we saw a golden opportunity pass by in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lopes leaving the bases loaded. They look to come across with at least 1 run here in the bottom of the 6th with another runner in scoring position. Pitch misses low, count 1-1. One pitch in on Holland's hands as she fouls that one off as the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Really nothing Holland could do about that fastball. Unable to barrel that one up as she looks to protect the plate here on 1-2. Acton will look to get a good lead off of second, looking to score on a single here. It'll be a 1-2 from Durham. 97th pitch. As it's blooped down the left field line and foul as it gets out of play. Holland able to stay alive. Again, looking for her pitch to hit here. Looking for any mistakes from Durham here in this at-bat. We'll see what she goes with here on 1-2. Went with the off speed on that pitch. Holland able to foul it off. We'll see if she challenges her with the fastball up in the zone. Rogers setting up inside. 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, misses outside, and the count evens up at 2-2. So Durham with back-to-back off-speed pitches here against Holland. Looking to get her to chase here. We'll see what she goes with on 2-2. Goes with the fastball as it's popped in the air down the left field line. As it goes foul, so the runners will head back. Ashton Blakeman making a case for that one down the left field line, unable to come away with it. So the count remains 2-2 here on Holland. Looking for a huge hit for the Lopes here in the bottom of the 6th as they trail this one by 3. Durham looking to get herself into and out of trouble for the 2nd consecutive inning. 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul on the third base side. We'll do it again. So Holland battling here against Durham. 7th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. It'll be the heart of the order due up for South Dakota. Courtney Wilson, Alyssa Fernandez, and Dusty Durham. 2, 3, and 4 hitters set to come up in the top of the 7th. We'll see if Lexi Coons comes back out for more action. As that pitch is ripped down the left field line, but it's going to hook foul. So Holland right on that one as she barrels up that fastball, unable to keep it fair. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. 8th pitch of this at-bat upcoming.
Holland straightens that foul ball up, foul ball out. We have a brand new ball game. It's tied 4-4.
There'll be another 2-2 here from Dusty. Goes with the off-speed pitch and gets Holland looking for a called 3rd strike. So the Lopes leave 2 more runners on. That's 8 now for the ball game, and we will head to the top half of the 7th inning. South Dakota remaining in front by a score of 4-1. Let's go to the top of the 7th as you are watching GCU softball right here on GCU TV.
Performance is your profession. You excel in bringing the best out of people. Through leadership and insight, you help others fulfill their promise. You share a unique bond with your family and cherish your time together. But you strive to take the next step in your career. GCU's online degree program in performance psychology will enhance your skills in helping others succeed. Master your craft in an online PhD program that puts innovation and technology at the heart of education. And you can do it all within a tight schedule without disrupting other aspects of your life. With a PhD in performance psychology, you'll have the tools you need to elevate your performance to the next level. When human excellence meets cutting-edge technology, business advances.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Back here on GCU TV, let's go to the top half of the 7th inning. South Dakota in front by a score of 4-1. Lexi Coons back out on the mound for her 2nd inning of work. Lexi allowing 2 runs on 2 hits in the top half of the 7th inning. The big 2-run single off the bat of Lauren A. Miguel. She'll deal with the heart of the Coyotes order, 2, 3, and 4 hitters. It'll be Wilson, Fernandez, and Durham. Coyotes looking to add more. As the first pitch from Coons is in there for a called strike, count 0-1. That pitch just clipping the inside corner. Coons threw 30 pitches in the top half of the 6th inning. Looking to finish the job here in the top half of the 7th. Looking to keep it a 3-run game. That pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, count 0-2. It'll be the top of the order due up for the Lopes in the bottom half of the 7th, as they'll get last licks here. Gianna Nicoletti, Lily Bishop, and Shea Smith due up, likely against Dusty Durham, looking to finish things off here for South Dakota. 0-2 pitch from Coons, misses outside, count 1-2. Courtney picked up an RBI double in her last at-bat, 1 for 3 in this one. Her double giving South Dakota a 2-1 lead at the time in the top of the 6th. On the top of the 5th, excuse me, as that pitch is chopped slowly to 3rd. Sierra Smith has it in time as she throws across the diamond for the 5-3 putout. 1 up, 1 down here in the top half of the 7th inning. As Fernandez digs in, 0 for 3 in this one, average down to 302. Looking to pick up her first hit of the ball game.
Lexi Coons' pitch count up to 35 with only 8 batters faced.
Pitch ripped into center field. Kay has a beat on it. She'll put it away for the 2nd out. So just like that, there are quickly 2 away here in the top of the 7th. And that will bring up Dusty Durham. She's had herself quite a ball game on the mound. 6 innings of work, has only allowed 1 run on 6 hits thus far. Has stranded 8 Lopes runners so far in this one. Getting into and out of 2 jams in the bottom of the 5th and 6th. She'll ground out sharply to first. Olsen has it, an easy 1-2-3 inning for Lexi Coons here in the 7th. Let's go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Do the Lopes have a rally in their bones? There's only one way to find out, as we will stay right here on GCU TV. The Lope Shop is proud to carry products from GCBC, the Grand Canyon Beverage Company. Enjoy this tasty line of coffee, tea, and energy drinks from GCU in the comfort of your own home. Now available at lopeshops.gcu.edu/GCBC. So the Lopes down by 3 in this one, have one last shot to at least even up the score here. If not, they will be handed their first loss here this weekend in this tournament. This game has been all Dusty Durham on the mound. 6 innings of work. She's allowed 6 hits, only 1 earned run, has walked 2, struck out 5. Again, Lopes have left 8 runners stranded through the first 6 innings. South Dakota getting on the board. RBI single in the top half of the 2nd inning from Lauren A. Miguel. Lopes quickly evening up the score in the bottom half of the 2nd inning.
Nicoletti coming up for the Lopes. She's 0 for 2, but she does have a stolen base in the 3rd inning.
It was Kaylee Dietrich with that RBI single in the bottom half of the 2nd. For Courtney Wilson gave South Dakota the lead in the top half of the 5th with an RBI double. And then it was Lauren A. Miguel with a 2-run single against Lexi Coons in the top half of the 6th. So last licks for the Lopes. Nicoletti 0 for 2 in this one. Grounded to second back in the 1st. Grounded into a fielder's choice to second back in the 3rd. Average down to 250. Takes that fastball in the outside corner. Count 1-1. So Durham's pitch count at 105 in this one. Looking for her 6th win of the season. One pitch. Slapped in the air to left field. Play will be easily made out there by Ashton Blakeman. So quickly 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th for Dusty Durham. And that will bring up Lily Bishop. Bishop picking up a double in her last at-bat. Finding a spot of grass in right field in her last at-bat. Aggressive base running, turning a single into a double. She's 1 for 3 in this one. That pitch misses low for a ball 1-0. Pitch cut on and missed. Bishop now ready for that off-speed pitch from Durham as the count evens up at a ball and a strike.
Bishop is one of Durham's strikeout victims of the night. Bishop has 5 so far. Durham has 5 so far.
1-1 offering. Pitch slice foul, and the count moves to 1-2. The Lopes unable to capitalize on Durham's mistakes in this one. Like we said, bases loaded, 2 outs in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Taylor Olson flying out to right field. Runners on 1st and 2nd with 2 outs last inning. Lopes unable to come away with any runs. Pitch misses up there, evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch, chopped on the ground to second. Fernandez has it, throws to first for the 4-3 putout, and the Lopes are down to their final out. So 2 quick outs here for Dusty Durham as she looks to finish off the Lopes here in the 7th. And Shea Smith will dig in for her 4th at bat. Picked up a walk back in the 5th, struck out in the 3rd, grounded out softly to first back in the 1st. First pitch from Durham, ripped in the air to center field. Going back on it at the track, at the wall, it's going to be off the wall. So the Lopes are still alive. It's a 2-out double for Shea Smith, her first hit of the ball game. And Taylor Olson will get a chance here in the 7th. So Shea Smith all over that first pitch fastball. Just misses connecting for a solo shot here in the bottom of the 7th. Lopes looking to chip away. Olson 2 for 3 in this one. Picked up a double off the wall back in the 2nd inning. Came around to score the only run of the ball game for the Lopes. Singled into shallow right back in the 4th. Popping up with the bases loaded in the 5th. Fouls that first pitch back. Count quickly 0-1. If Olson can get on here, Sierra Smith would come up as the tying run. Lopes looking to fight their way back into this one. Smith leads off second. Off-speed pitch. Misses up. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. One pitch, ripped in the hole at short. A. Miguel has it, throws on to first for the final out of the ball game. So a nice play there for A. Miguel as Durham finishes off the complete game win as South Dakota hands Grand Canyon their first loss of the weekend by a final score of 4-1. So thanks for tuning in. And this one we'll be right back for our second game of the evening as the Lopes take on Iowa State right here at the softball stadium on the campus of Grand Canyon University. First pitch coming your way shortly here on GCU TV.